Did you ever have any close run-ins with the law in the middle of a drinking meth or snorting?
Oh,
meth?
yeah. I've had I was going through the Lincoln Tunnel one day. I was going to meet some Filipinos to go get some meth. And I'd probably been up for about 5 or 6 days. And
been up for 5 or 6 days. I was going to meet my Filipino meth guy.
Yeah. So I was going to go through the Lincoln Tunnel.
Uh-huh.
And
you driving?
No, I was on my motorcycle. Yeah, I was driving. Yeah.
I'm silly me, right? A motorcycle.
He's locked in.
Yeah, you always ride high.
What kind of bike? I have to know.
I have a Dyna Super Glide Sport FX DX.
And you wheelie that?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. They're hard. Harder to wheelie than other bikes.
You got to be focused.
Well,
he's good at this. No one else appreciates this but me. This fucker can wheelie, man.
The bag to wheelie a Dyna.
This is like Woody's version of the grams in an ounce session where Woody's like, "You guys don't get it. This is impressive." But I'm sorry, you were going to your Filipino meth guy.
I was going to my Connect, and I was going through the Lincoln Tunnel, and the traffic was just ridiculous. So I'm splitting lanes, and there was a cop there, and he throws his lights on, pulls me over. So he asked for a license registration. I have a reputation with the state police in New York as not a nice guy. Yeah, and but that's like more up in Westchester. Like I'm from Westchester, so I'm in the city there, and it's the what is it? The Bridge and Tunnel Authority. So it's not like a regular cop. It's the
Port Police or something. I
don't know if it's the Port Authority. It may be the Port Authority. Whatever it is, the Bridge and Tunnel Police. I don't really consider them real police, but they'll lock you up. But,
but they do have arrest authority. And they
have arrest authority.
They think they're policemen.
Yeah, exactly. Go guard the bridge.
And so
I get into this big argument and shouting, screaming match, and he has like 3 other cars pull up, and none of them, they're intimidated because I'm acting like a maniac. They come up and approach me. So then I'm asking for all their IDs and all their badge numbers and all, like, just like, this is going back, when it happened, maybe 2011, 2012. So maybe 10, 12 years ago that was. And it was before like all these auditor guys. But so I just rip into this guy and I'm like, what the fuck you give me a ticket for? He's like, oh, you passed on the right. I was like, that's a real fucking lame fucking reason to fucking stop me. He goes, you know what you were doing? I said, yeah, I know what the fuck I was doing. Fucking splitting lanes. I didn't get fucking hit
Matty,
from behind.
He doesn't appreciate your writing talent either. It's just me.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I should have wheelied right through the fucking tunnel on him.
Yeah, you should. How did a cop catch you,
faggot? No, I was in traffic. Going into the Lincoln Tunnel. That's the thing.
That's a perfect place to weave. Cops can't do what you can do.
No, but they get to go like this. Block the end of the tunnel.
Block the end of the tunnel.
I'm going into the tunnel.
That's what they do?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I guess they just call forward.
Made things worse.
I'm not being the radio. On meth wheeling to you at 85 miles an hour. Any other defining characteristics that should do it? Just a blue hat barely hanging on in the wind.
Yeah, his Mets hat's blown away.
So did they arrest you for that, or they just
told you to keep it? They didn't even give me a ticket.
What? After you cursed at them?
I've screamed. I ripped them a new asshole.
And you didn't even get a ticket?
No. I had one state trooper. He wrote a book not too long ago called Throughway Trooper. I get about almost a whole chapter in his book.
There's a book called Throughway Trooper.
That Seamus Lyons. He ended up getting fired from the state police for missing drugs in a case from the evidence locker, and he ended up suing him, getting like $9 million. So he wrote a book about his like tenure as a state trooper. So then I know a state trooper. He's like, hey, read this book. He goes, it's all about you in this one section.
What did he? What stories did he recall about?
Oh, he's talking about times he had pulled me over. He got me with this, that, and other thing. I mean, one time he pulled me over. I thought it was my buddy coming up behind me. He goes, I had to do 147 miles an hour to catch you. I said, if I knew it was you coming, I would have kept going. You wouldn't have ever caught me. That was going up to Woodbury Commons. I was getting off exit 16 to hit 17 North.
So this was one of the Westchester.
So if I go 147, you can't catch me. That's what you're saying.
Well, he said he had to do 147 to catch me. But when I saw the car coming up, I just seen the headlights. I had somebody following me in the car. So I'm thinking, who the hell's going to be flying up on me this fast? I said, it's got to be my buddy. So I slowed down. And then he came up so fast, he put his lights on. I was like, fuck.
So I see, like often online, my police videos, I see a lot of people on meth getting violent and being like the cops can't communicate.
Oh, I've had a few instances of assaults on police officers.
Oh no! Have you?
Is that why they don't like you in Westchester?
Yeah, I've had a few.
I blinded one of those guys from Bridget Tunnel, but that was no big deal.
No, I got one. I got one with a cop. He was charged with assault too. Assault with intent to cause physical injury to an officer. Yeah.
It sounds serious.
He said he blew his knee out trying to take me into custody. But we actually, I've had fights inside correctional institutions with COs and on the street. So,
okay. What's the longest stint you ever had in a correctional institution?
I did 46 months in the feds.
That's 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's a long time. No. And was that for one of the assaults on the cop?
No, I was a felon in possession of a firearm, gun charge.
Oh, okay.
I got caught in Virginia with a pistol.
Yeah, it's
after being a felon already.
Okay, so they tagged you for
lucky
that.
You only got 4 years.
I went to trial too.
Did they send it to you to like 10 and you did 4 or like how did
No. I got I got 33 months and then I got 2 violations. I had another 16 months added on.
What were the violations
while you were in there?
No, on the street. Like I got out. I did my sentence and then I had post supervision, supervised release.
Yep.
And I violated that twice. They gave me 12 months and 10 months.
What kind of violations?
I had nightmares about what he's describing. like I don't mean like, I was worried about it. I mean, I literally would go to sleep and I would have nightmares about what he's describing, about accidentally fucking up my post.
Your post supervision?
Oh my God. I would have nightmares where I accidentally did drugs without thinking about the drug test that was to come. I had one dream where I can't remember what movie character, but some villain, like Jeremy Irons from a fucking movie or whatever, ran up to me and smeared. It was like, it looked like the tar that
what's going on,
batting practice on my neck. And I was like, what is that? And he went, it's drugs. And ran away in the night. And that was the stupid way in my brain. I was
you were on the Fed? You were in the feds?
Yes, I did.
What do you got? What's your number? You got 054 number?
2 birds of a feather flock together.
An 054 number, Kyle? I want to know.
I'm sure I have a number somewhere on some paperwork. I did. Yes, I got sentenced for marijuana, and they made it a federal case. Long story short,
wow.
And I had to plead to intent with possession
with intent to distribute.
There was a bunch of gun charges that I didn't want to take to trial because they had all these mandatory.
No, they have a 98% conviction rate because 98% of the people cop out.
Yeah. It's scary. It was like
I went to trial.
Dozens of years.
Do you?
So I got 2 months is what the fucking judge gave me in the
nice.
Fed. So I go to this federal fucking prison camp in Alabama in the middle of August for 2 goddamn months with
FPC.
Yeah.
And you have to do 60 days because anything under a year, you got to do day for day. No good time.
The whole time. You do 60 days.
Dude, I love the knowledge that people who have been in, just the encyclopedic knowledge they have about prison and the system is so
And would you
funny.
have 5 years post, 2 years post? Would you have 2 years post supervision?
I think 2.
2 years, yeah.
I think
time on the street don't count either. So when you get violated, they violated me on my last fucking day.
For what?
Fucking because I had what they call a non-associate. Like I wasn't allowed to talk to other Hell's Angels while I was on supervised release because I'm a ex-Hell's Angel.
Mm-hmm.
And
I had a similar condition. It was just crime.
So
or something like that.
I had a buddy of mine that was also in the feds. He was in Raybrook, so I got out before him. He had still 2 more years to do, and he'd call me once a month, and I would send him money, put it on his books and stuff. So I go into my PO, and I go, it's my last day. So he piss tested me. I said, "Fuck you, piss testing me on my last day for?" I was like, "What could you do? It's 2:00 in the afternoon." Yeah. on my last day. So I go piss, and he comes up clean. I go to start walking to his office, and he goes, no. He goes, we got to go in the conference room. And I'm like,
oh no,
conference. So I said, oh shit. So I go in there. I see like the head of the Southern District in New York. He's got he's in there. My PO's partner's there, and he goes, I said, I know this guy. I know who that. I said, who the fuck is this guy? And they go, this is so special agent. I can't remember the fucking name it was. He goes, unfortunately, the FBI provided us some information today that we're, if you want to talk to this guy, I go, talk to him. I said, you do know I went to trial, right? I said, the most you can give me is 12 months on a violation. I'm like, I was looking at 10-year statutory maximum. I go, you think I'm going to cooperate now because you're scaring me with 12 months? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I go, what is it? So I said, am I being charged with a new crime? And he goes, no. He goes, but we've had 27 recorded phone conversations with, and I'm waiting for to say a friend of mine's name who I was talking to on the street. And he go, one Mark, and I won't say his last name, my buddy Mark. And I said, how the fuck is it non-association? I said, he's in Braybrook Correctional Facility. I go, how can I associate with him? They're like, well, he called you. I said, well, I don't control who calls you. I said, I don't control who calls me. He goes, no, but you got to press 1 to accept the call. So they violated me for 27 phone conversations.
Jesus Christ.
And they
on the last day.
A whole nother year?
You get another year for on the phone.
Yep.
Holy shit.
So I went and did that, and I came back. And then when I went back to his office to report after I got out.
Did that. Came back.
So I went and did the whole year.
Yeah, I went and did the whole year. I was in MDC Brooklyn, where P. Diddy is.
That.
Where P. Diddy is? Okay.
Is.
You were where P. Diddy is? That horrible prison?
I used to work for P. Diddy.
Really?
Yeah.
When, I wanted to ask, when you were in prison, I think that was probably concurrent with your Hell's Angel days. Did that connection with the Hell's Angels make prison much easier? Like you already had people to associate with?
I had gone to prisons that had 0 Hell's Angels in them, except for me.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
At the end of the day, you're a man, and you got to walk through the door by yourself and walk out by yourself.
Prison.
Do people give you a little bit more respect? I guess maybe, but respect's got to be earned.
Sure.
Like, I mean, I'm not just going to respect somebody because you could be a Hell's Angel and be a piece of shit. You could be an outlaw and be a piece of shit. You could be a pagan and be a piece of shit.
Where did you do your time?
Yeah, case by case.
I went from, my case was out of Virginia. So I was in local jail in Virginia. Then I went from there. I went to the Harrisburg Airlift. From there, I went to Lewisburg Penitentiary, USP Lewisburg. I went from USP Lewisburg to FCI Allenwood. And that's where I did the majority of my
Where's
time.
Allenwood at? What state?
Allenwood is in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Was that could your people visit you there, or was it too far?
What was that?
Could your people visit you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's actually closer than some of the prisons in New York.
Yeah, I know sometimes they'll put people like if they really don't like you, they'll throw you out in fucking Oregon or something.
Yeah. That's if you're a hard rot. You get that diesel therapy. You just
I don't know what that means.
Bounce you around from jail to jail to jail to prison to prison.
Oh, okay, in the bus. Okay.
Yeah. They call that diesel therapy.
People go on a prison bus from like Virginia to Florida.
Yeah, but what happens is,
oh my god, dude, I'm so bitch made. I wouldn't do it.
What happens is in the system, you're just put in in transit, so nobody knows where you are. You're not getting any of your mail. Nothing's following you. Like your money's all screwed up. Because once you get to a place, you're only going to be there for a day or two. You can't buy commissary or anything.
Got no real clothes, no real food. Yeah.
So you're going from like local jail to local jail to like holding facility to holding facility to holding facility. Yeah,
was it easy
they got
to get
tricks
drugs?
for you.
Was it easy to get drugs in the prison? Like if you wanted to smoke meth?
I did coke in MDC Brooklyn. I don't know why. It was crazy. I shouldn't have done it because I was like, now what? I ain't got no more. Oh yeah.
You just teased
They give me the 2-minute signs, fellas. So I got 2 minutes
before you got to do your show. Well, we got to get you back on again because you're just a wellspring.
If you guys can get in touch with Ryan, he can give you my information. Or Gavin.
Sure. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll message Ryan.
And my house from Gavin's house is 1.6 miles, a little over a mile.
I bet that makes it feel safe.
Yeah. Last time they were like, does he really live that close to Gavin? So I had to go on the map. 1.6.
As a final question before you have to go, What made you decide to leave Hell's Angels and not do that anymore?
I'll have to do that for the next episode. It's too long of an answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I won't get it done in a minute and a half.
I figured. Well, but
next time.
Excellent.
Listen,
excellent
if you need my info, either Gavin or Ryan can give it to you.
Yeah, we'll get all that taken care of.
Okay.
All right, you got it. Kyle, Taylor, everybody, say Woody. Well, he's not there, but I don't know. He bailed out. He had to go to
I think he had to take care of something. But
I think he was going to get his meth delivery.
He's going to get his ketamine. Woody's a ketamine guy, not a meth.
Yeah, Woody's on the K.
There you go. Oh, he's on that special K?
Mm-hmm.
That ketamine.
On occasion he is.
Well, the ketamine therapy at home, it's good.